Hi, and welcome back to Rowdy Sports. This is Peach. We're talking about uh, England versus Norway and Argentina versus Switzerland. It was the final day of the quarterfinals. England beat Norway 2-1, and Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1. Tomorrow we have the semifinals. The semifinals start with Spain versus France. All right, let's talk about Norway versus England first. Pretty big controversy in the end of the game with that final goal. It hitting the, you know, camera wire and it not being disallowed. Like there's a million sensors in the balls, but they can't fucking get that one right. Is outrageous. Am I happy that England are moving on? Yeah, to some extent, I'm definitely happy because I have, I like a lot of the players in the squad, but real boneheaded from the referees there and the VAR to get that wrong. Should have gone on to pens. It really never looked like another goal was going in after the first two. First goal, assist by Martin Odegaard. I'm not sure that first goal was intended as a shot. I think that the player was trying to get it across for Holland, but it is what it is. And then Jude Bellingham with 2 goals. Yeah, they didn't even accredit anybody with the assist for the second goal. So Anthony Gordon an assist. What did we learn from this? That England are really slow and their defense is all right. Not even. I don't know. I don't know what we learned from this game. That the World Cup's a mess and the refs just keep fucking everything up. I think Argentina versus Switzerland was a really good example of that shit. I think a lot of bets tanked because of Messi not getting a goal and Kane not getting a goal, Holland not getting a goal. It was like one of those weekend or one of those days where bets kind of went right for people that were betting the score lines and the winners of matches. Like everyone expected Argentina to beat Switzerland, but in the fashion they did was pretty. It was just a kind of a disappointing game, It just is what it is. Messi with an assist. Julian Alvarez's goal to take them ahead in the 112th minute was outstanding. Nothing can take away from that. I mean, that goal was fucking outstanding. And then Lautaro Martinez icing on the cake in the 121st minute. Pretty good goal. The opening goal, or the equalizer in the 67th minute by Ndoye was also a very, very good goal. Am I upset to see Switzerland out of the tournament? I mean, I liked their manager. He looked like a Coke dealer from the 80s. I love those glasses. I mean, the memes that are out about him are outstanding. I'd buy drugs from him. I would buy drugs from him. You can tell. Alexis McAllister's first goal in the 10th minute header. He's probably the smallest person on the field outside of Messi, and getting that header was outstanding. So really good ball into the box, inch perfect from Messi from the corner. I mean, can't really expect anything less from the guy at this point. Are we happy with the results? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm excited to see the final between, the semifinal between England and Argentina. I want to see who cheats harder. You know what I mean? If people are hitting fucking camera wires and scoring goals, and Argentina can't get a call against them, even though Messi can't finish penalties. Maybe he'll get a penalty in this upcoming game, but let's talk about France versus Spain first, because that's the first game, and we should talk about it. Yeah. I mean, we've learned a lot from these two teams over the tournament. Lamine Yamal is super not dependable. He's not dependable. You can bet on the goal. You'll probably get great odds. You'll probably get 2 times multiplier on picks. You know what I mean? You'll probably get pretty good odds on his shots now. I think you can probably get 2 shot or 1.5 over under for shots on target. Probably want to take the over, maybe. I mean, it's hard to state. He takes like 5 shots a game, you know, so you gotta expect maybe 2 of them get on target. I was looking for my e-cigarette, but I don't see it. Now I'm really depressed. All right. Who else from the Spain squad are we really looking at here? I don't think that Spain are going to win. I really don't. I don't want them to win if they don't start Mikel Merino, who literally is apparently their best player. I mean, scores goals off the bench. He doesn't even have to be on the field for more than 10 fucking minutes. You know what I mean? And yet he still can't get a start over fucking Danny Worthless Olmo, who is worthless in this tournament. He has been literally fucking worthless. Can't get a start over Fabian Ruiz because Fabian Ruiz has been by far the best midfielder, maybe the best player in the Spain squad outside of Mikel Merino, the fucking guy who's winning it for them. And they're not going to take off Yamal or Zaban or Benea for Merino. They're just not going to do it. And they're still putting that fucking idiot Unai Simeone. What contest did he fucking win? Like, did he like win a raffle to get into the fucking number 1 spot? I don't even think he wears the number 1 jersey. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally the backup goalkeeper, and yet somehow he is the starter. It is fucking beyond me. Doesn't matter. I really hope France stomp the shit out of Spain tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be that brutal, but I'd love to see them win 17-1. You know what I mean? I'd love it to be the biggest blowout in World Cup history. It's not going to happen. It's probably going to be closer to like a 3-1, 2-1 kind of situation. Maybe even 2-2 pens. But Spain have only given up like 1 goal this entire tournament, so maybe 2. Yeah, 2 goals this entire tournament. So I don't really think they're going to be shipping as many as people are thinking. I think maybe France win 2-1 here. I think it's the same story with France, though. They really haven't shipped a lot of goals this entire tournament, you know. It's probably going to be a genuinely low-scoring game, and with Mbappe or like Elise or Dembele doing something fantastic. I would bet the over on goals for Mbappe in this game. I would bet a goal assist over, like if it's a 0.5 over for Elise. I think he has a really good opportunity to make something happen here. I mean, he's going to be dealing with Rodri and Pedro Porro and Kubasi. Yeah, I take those odds with Michael Elise in this one. I think that the only big issue that he's going to have is Rodri out of any of the players that he's going to have to face like heavily one-on-one. I don't think Fabian Ruiz is going to shut him down. I don't think that Pedro Porro can do a fucking thing against him. Oh, God. Fantasy. Maybe looking at Digne, Koundé. They've had really good stats and really good lines in fantasy sports for like defensive players that you want to put in in big fantasy lineups. They're good buy downs. If you can get Doué or Barcola for cheap, I would consider them. I wouldn't consider Rabiot or Tchouameni at all. The same goes with Danny Olmo and Rodri. I wouldn't even consider them. I would consider maybe Cucurella, because I think he probably has an easier time on the left side, especially if Desiree Doué is playing. But if Barcola is playing, I don't know if I would trust that. But yeah, I'm going to guess that France win this one 2-1. Argentina versus England, or England versus Argentina, whichever you want to say first. I think that this is going to be an interesting one. I think that Argentina is going to set up a little different than they have in the past games. Maybe the same players, but a different formation, with Messi kind of wandering further out on the right and inside to the midfield instead of just kind of wandering everywhere. I think that McAllister, Fernandez, and DePaul will probably play more of a like tight formation in the middle field with maybe I could see Argentina starting the 3 Alvarez, Messi, and Lautaro Martinez here, but I don't think they will. I think they'll probably go a little bit less on that and more in the midfield, trying to shut down Jude Bellingham because he's just on it right now. I do not think Noni Madueke should start. I definitely think that Saka should start. Gordon should start. Gordon's probably my hottest pick in this. My hottest buy down pick for fantasy sports is Gordon in these two games. Maybe Julio, Julian Alvarez. He has to deal with O'Reilly and Gahey. I mean, Gahey is probably going to be Hawkeyeing Messi the entire game. Him and Stones. You bet on Messi here. Messi's going to beat the shit out of John Stones and Konza on that side. There's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way that they're going to stop him. The only hope they have is Declan Rice there. Declan Rice is going to... If England are going to win, Declan Rice is going to have to prove that he's world-class in this game. I'm not saying that he's not. I think he is. I love the guy. I'm an Arsenal fan, so clearly I'm a huge fan of Declan Rice. I have a Declan Rice jersey. Do I think that England have the good odds here? No. I think that Argentina have had the referees and every decision pretty much go in their direction this entire tournament. And I think this is a really uphill battle for England. Do I want England to win? Yeah, I definitely want England to win. I want Saka, Noni, Declan Rice. I want them all to lift a fucking trophy after this for sure. That'd be sick. I'd be very happy with that. All right, who am I picking in this? Maybe I'd get a sneaky over on an assist for Anthony Gordon. Definitely going to bet on a goal from Jude Bellingham. I think that he's been the bright shot. I think if there's good odds on a 0.5 over under for a goal or assist, goal plus assist doesn't matter. For Jude Bellingham, I would take the over on that in this game. I think that England could even get a penalty here. The Lautaro Martinez and Christian Romero center back pairing versus Kane seems like it has penalty written all over it for me. Like someone's going to do something and then Christian Romero is going to do something stupid and just get a card, bring someone down inside the box. I see it more like Lautaro fucking up and then Christian Romero like trying to clean it up and ruining it worse kind of situation. If that happens, I'd be happy with it, but I think Madueke will start over Saka. It's kind of just been that way the whole tournament. What am I looking at in fantasy here? Definitely Anthony Gordon. Jude Bellingham's probably going to be the most expensive person on any slate in any tournament other than Harry Kane and Messi. If you can get Declan Rice for cheap in like a 2-day kind of thing where it has both games, I would get Declan Rice for cheap. He'll be taking a lot of free kicks because he does. Man, I'm not looking at any defenders in these lineups. Maybe Tagliafico for Argentina, but man, this is a tough one. Noni hasn't had a goal or an assist. He hasn't had a goal or an assist this tournament, and he's had opportunity. And if he starts, he's got to really show it because Saka has 2 assists, and he's not starting. Which I don't like Thomas Tuchel. I don't like him. I don't like him. I think it's his dumb fucking face. Like I like a lot of these England players with the exception of Harry Kane. That horse-faced idiot. I would love to see England win this. I really would. And then we can hear them stop saying it's coming home over and over and over again. Whom else am I looking at? Maybe Enzo Fernandez. He has a lot of experience playing against these players. Same thing with McAllister. Do I expect goals from either of them? No. They've both scored already, and I just don't think it's going to happen again immediately after. I would really look at Messi more than anybody in this game because he's the person that's going to have to step up if Argentina is going to beat this England squad. Do I think this England squad is able to be beat? For sure. Their back line fucking sucks. Other than Mark Gahey, John Stones is garbage. Konza is garbage, and O'Reilly is too young. I think that O'Reilly has a lot of potential, and he will go forward to be a great player, but I just don't think that he's shown that ability within this tournament. If Jed Spence starts tomorrow, they're going to get smoked. England will get rolled so fucking hard if Jed Spence starts tomorrow. There's no middle ground in my mind. You play Jed Spence against Messi, you are asking to lose. Genuinely. You just like, it's like saying, hey, we don't want to play. I hope Reece James starts for England, but he is coming back from injuries, and that glass cannon, dude, you could flick him and he'd die. And then he'd have to play against Messi. There's no chance he doesn't break both of his ankles and then set himself on fire. So what are we guessing for this game? What are we predicting? Do we know who the referees are going to be yet? It's on Wednesday. It's definitely not going to be English Argentinian refs. That would be heavily biased. So maybe it's that all-girl ref team again. They were actually pretty decent. I'm going to say, I hate to say it, but I think Argentina are going to win. I want England to win too bad, and it just feels like Argentina would win. I'm going to say 2-1 to Argentina. Dying minutes. It doesn't go into OT. They win it in the 100th minute of the game because there's like so much fucking stoppage time. You know what I mean? There's so much stoppage time. 2-1 Argentina. So yeah, we're saying 2-1 France, 2-1 Argentina. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Spain lose and all their players get eaten by a black hole except for Marino, Zubamendi, and David Raya. And then France move on. So we're going to say France 2-1 and then Argentina 2-1. What do I want to happen? I want France to win 4-1, 5-1 absurdly. And I'd love to see England win in any capacity. God, I don't think that's going to happen. I really want that to happen, though. I want Messi to get knocked out. I'm so sick of this fucking Vargentina rhetoric that everyone's just spitting out. You know what it is? Americans are seeing the World Cup, and they're just regurgitating and throwing up information. They're like, oh, they're cheating. Someone else said it. All right. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe, and yeah.